talked about riding it for many years, and actually made a trip to come up here, but the weather got really bad and it was a long drive from where we were staying in Mena that time, and we decided not to come up. But Aaron and I are out, so just the two of us, we decided we were going to make the trip today and check out Fourche. We've heard a lot of good things about it. It's not going to be groomed the way Wolfpin Gap is. So the trail's going to be rougher in some areas, but we think we have a good idea where we want to go. We're headed to an overlook now called Buck Knob Towers Overlook. I think there's some radio towers up there and stuff. See if we can get up there. Just want to see what Fourche is like. We came in right here on 218 off of 270. Further up to the west would have been the trailhead, but I decided to cut through here since I wanted to head to this overlook. Felt like this would be a shorter path. We definitely have to watch our gas today. We drove about, probably 25 miles from Mena to Oden. Had lunch at Big T's grocery store.
That was the double decker.
There you go, Hopi.
Oh, there's a little puppy here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, buddy. Hi, Bubba.
Oh, no,
There you go. They don't have collars or anything. So we just stopped at Big T's. First, they got barbecue, pizza, some ice cream. I had the
nachos, loaded baked potato.
Yeah, I'll put a shot of the menu up there. I took a picture. I got the barbecue brisket sandwich and some chips. I'll say the brisket's really good. Everything she's doing in there, she doesn't have a kitchen in there. Everything's in a crock pot. But I think the brisket they made themselves is pretty good.
Yep. The pulled pork sandwich, I had pulled pork, was really good. I had their baked beans, which she makes herself. Those were really tasty. So definitely worth the drive.
Yeah, so it's good. So it's a good little spot. They got gas. You can fill up your bike while you're here. Good little spot. Took us a while to get over here. It's a good drive from Mena. It was, gosh, once we got to 88, it was 16 miles.
Yeah.
That was a long 16 miles.
Yeah.
But it's fun. If you're riding, you're having fun.
That's right.
So now we're heading to Fourche.
Well, y'all enjoy and have a good ride.
Y'all too.
Yeah,
Take care.
Yeah, y'all have fun.
Thank you, sir.
These guys are from Whitesboro. Bye, y'all have fun.
Take care.
And then went from Oden up here to the trails. So we've already put about 35 miles in today and just not getting to this riding area. We're gonna do riding today. And of course we have the track back to Mena. We normally don't carry, or I don't carry gas. Normally Darren usually has a spare can. But we did bring a couple of cans today because we know we're gonna go through some gas today. Looks like we got our first water crossing. One thing that'd be different about Fourche is the water crossings. And Wolfpin Gap, they basically put bridges over almost every water crossing there is, so you don't drive in the creek. But out here, that's not the case. Wolfpin Gap is maintained and groomed. There's also the Wolfing Gap ATV club that puts a lot of time and effort into those trails. We love Wolfing Gap, and the folks that maintain that place, we sure appreciate y'all. We try to leave it better than we found it when we come across trash or anything. Obviously, we would never leave any of our own trash, but we find other people's trash. We don't hesitate to pick it up, do our part. Like I said, we always try to leave it better than we found it. That's true of any place we go, though. I know a lot of people put their hard volunteer hours into maintaining Wolfing Gap. Cellular connection, and on the iPads, if you don't have the cellular version of the iPad, then your GPS won't work when you're offline. You can be offline as long as it's a cellular one. You can be offline, the GPS will work. It basically has a GPS radio in it, or receiver, but you have to get the cellular version. With the Samsungs, that's not true. This is not a cellular version, and I am completely offline. So I'm using downloaded maps, but yet it knows where I am using my GPS coordinates. And it's worked out really well. One of the things I really like, I don't know if iPad does this or not. If it does, I sure wasn't aware of it. But I can do split screen on the Samsung, and I'll probably switch to something else in a minute. When I'm driving the roads, I like to use Google Maps. That's what's on the right. I get to the trails, I like to use maps that are on Maprika, and then sometimes I'll run Onyx next to it, because sometimes Onyx will show things or trails that Maprika trail maps may not have. Maprika is more like a library, and people upload various trail maps from around the world, basically, up to Maprika, and so you're getting the local trail maps, whereas Onyx is its own mapping system. So sometimes Maprika may show me things that Onyx does not, but then there are times when Onyx shows me things that Maprika doesn't. So I like to run both. I just haven't stopped and added Onyx here on this trail since we got off the road. I'll do that here in a little bit. I really like the split screen. I don't like that I can't zoom in very far on this tablet. On the iPad, a lot of times on trail maps, you have 2, 3, maybe 4 trails that come together. If you don't zoom in really close, it might be kind of hard to tell which direction you need to go. And on the iPad, I can zoom in pretty far. On this one, that's as far as I can go. And the other thing is, I don't know if it's a Maprika app thing or if it's got something to do with the tablet, but my little icon showing me where I am is tiny on this thing. On the iPad, it was a decent size and I could find myself really easily. If I just pulled up this map and had no idea where I was, I'd have to search for that little navigation icon to try to figure out where I was, because it's so small. But there's definitely things I love about it. I like how well it works without a cellular signal, and I definitely like the split screen view. I'll have to look and see if the iPad does split screen view. I'm not aware of it does. So far what we're seeing is definitely smooth riding, we'll pick out. It's probably gonna be more your flavor. If you're more into the more natural elements, Fourche is probably gonna be more like it. I saw a waterfall over here to the right. We typically, I've talked about this before, we typically don't prefer the rocky stuff. We don't mind the rocky stuff, you know, for a while, but to like go on a really long ride on trails that are nothing but rocks, that's not a lot of fun to us. But we don't mind it for, you know, in bits and pieces. This so far hasn't been bad. This stuff here you can still drive over at a pretty good speed. Just gotta be more careful, make sure you don't puncture a tire. City name, probably extremely small. What's the name of the city? Turned out to be really nice today. I was kind of concerned it was going to be cold, and when you're driving down the highway, it is. So like right here at the speed we're going, it's not real windy. Sun's out. Cab temperature 60 in here. Not sure what Darren's is. What's that enclosure? May have to ask him. Brother Steven, shout out Steven, he would hate this. He does not like the bumpy rocky stuff. He likes the smooth stuff. map legend that indicated they were. But there definitely was, now the arrows could have been for something else. Motocross race track or something like that for a race. Or it could be a directional trail. A lot of people get really uncomfortable on these types of trails when they have to pass somebody. We're getting past. Pretty good little climb. Up in a situation that's hard to get out of when you're driving at night. You can't see far enough ahead of you to realize you got into something that you probably don't want to risk going through, but it's too late to try to turn around. We'll see. We may do some night riding. Made it. All right, this is the Buck Knob Towers overlook. As you can see for miles. I've been wanting to do a range test with our Midland Micro mobile radios, which we love. And this would be an incredible place to do it. Of course, we definitely can't do that today. We don't have the time or the gas. But man, I'm not real sure how far that last mountain peak is, but this is, we've been to the Rockies, all over the Rockies, Colorado, up in Utah, we're going to South Dakota, but this is about the furthest I can remember being able to see from an overlook. Got towers up here, got a really tall cell tower there, cell tower there, another one. So I'm assuming we're getting really good signal up here. full signal. Pretty awesome. See if I can see on this side. I want to put the drone up, but it seems pretty windy up here. We keep picking up people on the radio. It sounds like they're hitting a repeater, which I'm sure there's probably a repeater on these towers. A GMRS repeater. But you can just see for miles. That is wild. Says the wind is only 3, but I don't believe it is up here. Yeah, there's no way that's 3. So the trek up here, it's a pretty good climb. What'd you say it's about 1,000 feet?
Yeah, well, since the street we're more than that, but we came a little over 1,000 feet since we started the big ascent.
Yeah, so he started tracking at the bottom of this trail, but we had already climbed a little bit. We're not sure what it was down at Buck Knob. We'll find out. I'll try to stick that in the video, but we've climbed 1,000 feet just to come up where the towers are. And it was rocky in places. I don't think it was bad, but I think I pretty much kept a speed limit of about 10 miles per hour the whole way. Dropped it down into low and put it in 4-wheel drive, and we just creeped up it at about 10 miles per hour. Wasn't really bad. Super cool up here though. I don't know if I've ever been to a peak, even in Colorado, where you could see that far. Because I think even in Colorado, there would be other mountains in our way.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see that. That's about as far as I think I've ever seen.
We might see other mountains further out, but all you can see is the side of the mountain. To see that far in the valley, that's pretty far.
I mean, that's a long ways.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
It'd be an awesome place to do a range test.
Yeah, if you could get on top of one of those other peaks over there and do like a test.
Makes me wonder where these people are that we're hearing. I think they're hitting a repeater because it beeps after they talk.
Yeah.
Not the normal Roger beep, but it sounds like a repeater beep. I'm sure there's a repeater up here on this hill.
I think I'm gonna go back over here and put that memorial
On the back side?
just through those trees over there.
Okay. I may put the drone up.